Okay, well, we're not going to say what happened there when we started a little bit late.
Yeah.
I'm Hillary. I'm Hillary in Ontario, Canada.
And I'm Colette in Canada, Ontario.
Okay.
Ontario, Canada. Oh
You're
my
funny.
goodness.
Oh my goodness. So how have you been, Miss Nicolette? Miss Colette, how are you doing?
Good, good, good.
Yeah.
I am going to sign in here. I'm gonna see if I can sign in here,
Hmm.
and check the chat. See
Okay. Cool.
what. How are you doing?
I am blessed to be breathing. I'm
Hmm.
excited about tonight. In the fresh beginnings, there's always um, beginning doing something new and fresh, or getting back to something is always um, a great adventure. For example, when you
Hmm.
start a project and you think, well, I'm going to finish it by November, October, and it's December, and you haven't started or you haven't continued. So before I go any further, remember to like and subscribe. Hit that subscription button for us. We have a little bit of a
Hmm.
lag tonight because we have snowstorms and different things going on. And also,
Yeah.
where I am is a little bit bad weather as well. So we're just going to wing it when it
Hmm.
comes to the weather, and hope to God that it doesn't flash out on us. So tonight we're going to talk about some new things going on. We are going to address motivation, inspiration, and getting back to that project. And then later we're going to go into some new products that are coming out on the market for the spring, and just kind of take a look at those that will help motivate and keep you inspired through whatever project or goal that you want to set. So, Colette, you want to start with 8 steps to set goals and actually achieve them, because we all set goals, especially New Year's. New Year's,
Right.
everyone has that. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to lose all this weight. I'm going to work out
Yeah.
every single day, and then 2 weeks later, the gym membership is sitting on the counter, and ugh, you know. So let's go through it. So there's, like sometimes that you haven't met your goals. So talk about those.
All right. So the 8 steps to set goals
Well,
and
before we
achieve
do
change.
that, let's talk about the reasons. Like, lots of reason why people struggle to achieve these goals, right?
Hmm.
But they're never intentional, right? About how they set goals, make more likely to reach them. So you're going to talk about some effective goal setting tips and how to achieve them and feel without feeling overwhelmed, because I think that's what happens to a lot of people is they get overwhelmed by achieving the goals, all the steps. We don't write down the steps it takes to achieve those goals. So let's start with the first one. What's the first one you think we should use?
Visualize success.
Ooh,
So,
visualizing success. I like that. So basically either fake it till you make it or project it, right? Mm-hmm.
exactly. Is a practice that helps you imagine the results you want to achieve as if
Mm-hmm.
you already accomplished them. It involves using all your senses to train your brain to get familiar with the experience of reaching your
Mindset.
goal.
Yeah, mindset.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. Is one of those things where you have to act as if you already have it,
Mm-hmm.
um, to help motivate yourself. You know,
Yeah.
I hear that a lot.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, that's one of the things that when it comes to goal setting and motivation
mhm.
is that mindset, right? The mindset
Yeah.
determines whether or not you achieve a goal based on how excited you can make yourself, or even fool yourself into thinking, I can get this done. So
Yeah.
having a great mindset or a good mindset, and mindset doesn't mean perfection, and mindset doesn't mean that you have to ignore your emotions. It basically says, I'm going to set a goal for myself and I'm going to do whatever it takes. Either I get support from around me, or tell myself I can do it when I am having a hard day. That's basically what the mindset is about.
Yes. Getting that emotion.
So what about SMART goals? You ever heard of that?
Yes, I have. When I studied event management,
Yeah.
we went off of that pretty much. That was pretty much our guide
So
for
it's
every
with a
event.
smart. That is one. I remember that when that model came into play, it was in the late 2000s, and
Mm.
I mean, it's probably was around before that, but that's when it started getting a lot of attention. Smart goals,
Mhm.
and the S means
Specific.
the
So your
M,
goal should be the M. Okay,
yeah,
measurable,
the A,
attainable,
R,
relevant,
and T.
time bound.
Yeah, time bound. Okay, so let's go through. According to the research, they always talk about how setting high goals and specific goals can improve your task performance, right?
Hmm.
Persistence, motivation, compared to goals that are easy or vague. So there are these, that's where the SMART goals they come in. So let's go through the SMART goals and how they can motivate you. Go on.
All right. So your SMART goals
Mm-hmm.
should be clearly defined without
Hi,
leaving
baby
room.
Eiffel. How are you?
Yeah. Hi. Hi.
Yeah. Go on. Sorry.
Uh, so yeah, okay, so your team wants to have all customers complete satisfaction surveys at the beginning of their contracts. Okay, if that's an example. Okay, so your goals should be clearly defined without I guess leaving room for like how to accomplish, but be
Mm-hmm.
very specific on what exactly you want to accomplish
Yeah. So
on.
this is where I call the vision board. Okay. So you get
Yes.
you get that vision board out, and you say, this is what I want to do. This is my end goal. So you have,
Hmm.
now I always do that: 1 year goal, 2 year goal, 5 year goal, long term goal. And the 1 year goal is to give me motivation to do the rest. Okay.
Okay.
And so this is a way of you putting it on paper, cut out photos or do whatever you got to do to make it look all nice and attractive and pretty and fun, whatever your creative mind can come up with. And this is a clear path and defined rule of how you're going to get your goal set. What about measurables?
You should have specific metrics in place to make it clear when you have reached or you got close to reaching your goal.
Yeah. So, what do you think a good measurable would be? To kind of like, when you meet your goal. What would be a good measurable?
So you can say, I give myself 2 weeks
Mm-hmm.
to write in the journal that I got for Christmas,
Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
something like
Yeah.
that.
And you have
Um,
to be, when you write these out, you have to be exactly clear with the narrative. Maybe Eiffel is saying something. I can't see the chat right now. Can you see the chat, Colette?
yes, I see Baby Eiffel. She
What's
said
she
she is
saying?
good. That is good.
What is she saying?
Oh, she is good. She
Oh,
said, I
she's
am
good.
good.
Okay, good to hear. I'm glad. Thanks for stopping in. And they're attainable or realistic goals. So let's talk about the realistic goal, because sometimes we have these goals. For example, I'm going to lose 100 pounds in a year. No, you're not. That's unhealthy unless you have a surgery or something helping you, or you're under a strict diet from your dietitian or your doctor. On your own, you got to be careful with that kind of goal. That goal is an unrealistic goal because you don't have the right people in place. If you have the right people in place, like a dietitian, a doctor, nutritionist, different people like that, that can actually guide you, a trainer, and you have a specific ending, then that becomes a realistic goal. But if you're just getting up and saying, well, it's Christmas, I ate all that turkey, and now what I do for New Year's, I want to lose 100 pounds this year, you're going to be sadly mistaken. So you're having realistic goals. Make sure it's within your reach. It's okay. Make sure it's within your reach. And when it does get in your reach, celebrate a little bit. Let's,
Yes.
let's go on to relevant.
Your individual goals should contribute to your overarching idea of success in
Mm-hmm.
the workplace. This might mean aligning your goals with company-wide aims.
Yeah.
I think they have an example here too.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, like you
Because
want the company to become well known for its focus on customer satisfaction. I guess that's more on a business side.
yeah.
But
But
example for something personal, what do
yeah,
you
so
think?
for example, let's say you're trying to advance yourself or get a promotion, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you see there's an opportunity within your workplace to put yourself into a project or be part of a team that would help you accomplish your personal goal. Go for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it will help you. It will give you that motivation. It will give you that insight. And then when it comes to your personal goal, you know, having a individual goal, be realistic as to why you want to accomplish this goal. For
Mm-hmm.
example, let's say you want to accomplish it to do another goal or it's a part of a bigger plan, then make sure that when you have that idea that it aligns with the final outcome. So let's say, for example, you said, I want to be a quilt designer or a quilt distributor or whatever. And you start now going for lessons. That's an attainable goal, right? You start doing lessons. You start trying to figure out how quilting works, and then the
Mm-hmm.
market around that. Doing some research. All of that is ideas around how to build that success towards the final goal.
Right.
Yeah.
Hi, Victor. He's in the chat
Oh,
as
hi,
well.
Victor. Are you here to give trouble? Thanks for coming out and supporting tonight, both of you. We really appreciate you having the regulars come in and you know give us that little pep that we need sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what does it mean when you have? What does that emoji mean that he has up? What does that mean? It is uh, um, a cool face with a hatchet. What does that mean? I don't know. What does that mean, Victor? We don't know what that means. um, yeah. So let's talk about the time bound of the SMART goals.
Mm-hmm. So every goal should have a realistic deadline so you can pace yourself accordingly to meet it on time.
So give an example. He said, "Waiting to
So,
strike."
yeah.
You're waiting to strike. What is it you're striking?
Oh, your
Watch
bag.
your back. Okay, we will watch your backs. You watch yours too. We're ready. Okay. I see Rudy's not here. I think Rudy's traveling.
Okay,
That's
okay.
okay, Victor. We got baby Eiffel. She protects us. Yeah. Go, what's the time bound?
So
And
yeah, so every goal should have
sorry,
yeah.
anyone in the chat, can you tell us of a goal that you set for yourself this year that you want to share? And where are you on that goal? Are you still working on it? Have you forgotten about it? Or have you achieved it? Okay,
Mhm.
clap, go on.
Um, well, for me, I have
Oh,
a goal that I set, and
okay. Let's hear about the goal that you set. Go on.
all right, so I am trying not to buy food every day. I always buy lunch all the
You
time,
mean eat
so
out?
I'm trying to
You mean eat out?
yes, like I always yeah at lunchtime I go and I buy all this crap.
Yeah.
No, no more. I need to make my lunch.
Oh.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm I haven't started yet. I said I'll start next week.
See, see right here. Okay, this is the mindset. This is where we go back.
No, cause I was like, okay, next week I'll start like a fresh week, you
we
know?
go we go back. We go back. Let's go back to the specific goal. Why? Okay, why are you gonna wait for next week? What happening next week that's not happening now?
Cause so I start Monday, you know, like Monday, get my list. So this week I gotta write out my list,
Uh
you
huh.
know, my grocery list of what I'm gonna and also
Oh, so you're
meal
gonna
prep.
cook? You're
I
gonna
want to
start
meal
cooking
prep.
more.
Yeah, so
So
that
why
means I
don't
gotta
you?
do.
Why don't? Oh, he got one. Oh dear, here we go. what's your What's your goal, Victor?
Yeah, what's your goal, Victor?
Oh God, I don't want to know. What's your goal? Oh dear. But while he's typing, I'm going to try. I'm gonna try that and get some and fall asleep. I'm gonna try
Um,
to that. I'm gonna try that and get some. Thank you, Victor. Thank you very
yeah,
much.
thank you very
Thanks
much.
so much. Thanks for sharing.
Oh my gosh.
I can't. But fell asleep. Was my goal to get some, but fell asleep. Oh, okay.
Oh my goodness.
Well, you gotta set your goal again then, and see what happens. So let me ask you, Colette. Why not instead of
Mhm.
saying, "I'm going to," hi, good night, Petra. How you doing? How you
Hi,
doing?
Petra.
Instead of saying, "I'm going to stop," because that's a behavior, right? I'm going to stop eating out. Why don't you say,
Hmm.
"I'm going to start cooking"?
Okay.
Positive thinking mindset, right? That's the part,
Yeah.
the mindset where you set the attainable goals. More realistic to say I'm going to start a new behavior than it is to end one. It's harder to end a behavior and easier to start a behavior. So if you replace one behavior with the other and put it into
Hmm.
a positive spin, you're actually doing the goal without concentrating on failing, right?
That is true.
Yeah, because you're
That is
like,
true.
because you're like, I'm gonna start next week. No, you're not. Just do it now. Just I'm going to start. I'm going to cook from home tomorrow. That's all you gotta do, and
Yeah.
you want one meal, and that's your start. And you just go.
Okay.
You get your one
Yeah.
meal, and he's like, okay, so I'm going to cook a pasta dinner tomorrow. That's your specific. I'm going
Hmm.
to go to Sobeys and purchase it at lunchtime, and I'm going to buy all of these particular ingredients. And then, realistic, I'm going to cook it after I relax, and this is attainable. I relax and I'm in a good spirit to make my food feel great, and then the relevant, you know, this is going to give me a little bit of a push to do it another time. And then time bound, I'm going to get it done. I want to be finished cooking by 7 o'clock. Done.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's good.
Right?
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. Oh, the chat is busy. What's going on? Okay, hello.
Yeah.
Victor said hello, Petra. Hello, baby Eiffel. Oh, Rudy's here.
Rudy.
Oh, oh no,
Whoa.
we got Victor and
Oh wow.
Rudy. He goes, so what would you do in my case? What would I do in your case? And you were trying to get something, fell asleep. Let's go to Smart Goals. So, so you were trying to get something, fell asleep.
Oh my
Hmm.
goodness.
So did you measure your day? So what caused you not? Oh no, what caused you to fall asleep? That's the first question. And what can you do so you don't fall asleep? There you go. You measure that. And then is it attainable? Is it realistic for me to get some before I go to sleep when I work hard all day? Maybe, maybe not. So maybe set it on days that you're off. And then relevance. You see where I'm going here, Victor?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Hello, friend. Victor. Oh, God. Baby said, look at the welcome for Rudy. Spells trouble. I agree. I
I
agree.
agree.
Okay, so let's go on. We got the SMART goals. Rudy, what you missed was or maybe you were there. We were talking about SMART goals. We're going to go on about setting goals and what these characteristics can prepare yourself for, the greater likelihood of success. So we're going to get a little bit more deep into the writing down goals, because that's one part that I think a lot
Yeah.
of people don't do. I mean, they do it, but then they leave it
Hmm.
and they forget it. And the objective is where you keep it. Okay.
Right.
So let's see what
I
they're
keep
saying
mine in
here.
my phone.
You keep
I
yours in
write
your
it
phone?
down in the notes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Do you, when you keep it in your phone, do you go back to it daily or once or more than once a day?
By end of month
And
to see what I did.
so, what kind of goal is it though?
It can be something small, like I don't know, like, what would I say? Yeah, like, I don't know. It could be something small like, oh,
Do you
I
do?
like, I don't know top of my head. I do know my girls, but I don't know top of my head. I don't expose too much, but
Do
I'm
you?
not gonna
Do
say
you?
it. I'll say too much,
Do you do like daily goals?
No, I don't do daily goals because
No.
I need to learn how to be consistent. First of all, I think I have that's my weakness is be consistency. So
Mm. Rudy said, "Hi everyone. Sounds like when I miss me." Yeah, we all miss you. We miss both of you guys. Your little troublemaking selves. We miss all four of you. Okay, and Baby I would be coming through, and Petra and Victor here and there, but we miss the whole group coming together as one. And troublemakers are in the house, so we know it's gonna be a great show. um, so you said that you want to learn how to be consistent, right? So
hmm
here's a little trick. If you don't know how to set bigger goals and
yeah,
achieve them, set smaller goals. So one goal could be very much, I'm going to wake up at 7 o'clock today. That's a goal. And then you
okay,
achieved
yeah,
it. And you're like, I actually woke up at 7 today. Okay. Feel good about that. Then the other one, I
yeah,
want to get to work on time. And that could be another
right,
goal. And so you set these small goals, and the more you practice your mind, remember it's mindset. So the more and
right,
more that you train your mind to do these kind of behaviors, eventually your body will start behaving what your mind is thinking, and you will start doing it
hmm
as a habit, right?
yeah.
So Victor, is your goal to get some twice a week? Is that what you said? You see, they try to keep us apart. Oh, he said that we try to keep him and Rudy apart.
My goodness.
He said, get some twice a week. Your goal is to get some twice a week. Well, then you have to go through your SMART goals and see you can achieve that. Maybe said, I can't set small or big goals. I always miss one, or external forces interrupt. Now,
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I know.
now,
Yeah.
when you say external forces, baby Eiffel, um, is that you not going back and taking a look at your goal and seeing if you're on the path, or is that you're saying something happened beyond your control? Clarify for me. And then Victor's thinking, I'm not sure what he's thinking about. And Rudy says, "That's right, Victor. Trying." He goes, rooster blocking." I would leave that alone. Anyways, I'll wait for Baby Eiffel to write that. Go on, Colette. Read number 3.
Number three, okay, so writing down your goals, make them more tangible and concrete.
Yes.
So a study conducted by psychologist Gail Matthews found that people who write down their goals have a better chance of accomplishing more than those who do not write their goals down.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Sorry. I'm reading.
No worries.
I'm reading the chat.
With
Rudy's.
someone else watching your progress, you may feel more motivated to keep your commitment so they don't see you fail.
Oh, yeah. But
Yeah.
someone else watching your, yeah. You may feel more motivated to keep your commitment, so they don't feel you failed. That, yes or no? Sometimes that is, I call that support. So if you have a support group or a supporter, you tend
Yeah.
to be more motivated and inspired to continue your goal. And even when it gets hard or difficult, you will continue on the path. Baby Eiffel says,
Mhm.
oh wait, oh God. Victor said external force is the rooster blocking him. And then Rudy said, I don't have any goals anymore. Rudy, you don't have no goals, Rudy, at all. And Baby Eiffel says, he said, external forces that is out of control. Other than that, I try to adjust. Sometimes I am happy when they come true, but it never lasts. So your external force, it's out of my control. Okay. Other than that, try to adjust sometimes. I am happy when they come true, but it never lasts. So the thing is, so think about those external forces that you said you can't control, right? Think about ways of finding something or finding some kind of tool that can help you in those moments when something's out of your control, and how do you get yourself back to a center, getting back to the motivation, getting back to the goal. Try to find something around that. And because if you focus on what you're not doing and the negativity around that, then what's going to happen is you're going to center in on the failure. And Alex, hi Alex. He said, "What's up?
Hi,
What's
Alex.
up? Best show of 2025. Thank you." Rudy, no, I don't. He said, "You don't have no goals." Rudy, you have a goal. Your goal was to come on here and give you trouble tonight. That was the goal. And goal accomplished. Victor said, "Yeah, Rudy." Rudy says, "I'm happy with what I have now." And Victor said, "At least morning glory should be a goal, bro." Amen. Yeah, getting up in the morning is a goal. I mean, we tend to forget that when we wake up in the morning, it's a blessing, right?
Right.
And so it is a goal to get up in the morning and to be able to put your feet on the floor, wiggle them if you have toes, and just be present. So that is a goal right there, to wake up. And when it does happen, it's a blessing. And then Victor said, "Otherwise, all hope is gone." Amen to that. So the next one, outlining or action plan. I love that.
Oh, yes. To make an action plan. Yes. So try creating a goal ladder. The life planning process. What's going on in the chat?
Victor said, "Does she know what a morning glory is?" And he laughed.
No,
obviously, that means something totally different than what I thought it was. He goes, "Well, don't call me till after 10 a.m. So this is Rudy. I can't. Go on.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, let's outline your action plan.
Okay.
You need to give Victor and Rudy an action plan. Petra, maybe Eiffel, help us out here, and Alex. Who picked the boring topic? The boring topic.
Boring topic, Rudy.
A spring thing is not a boring topic, Mr. Rudy.
Because he said he has no goals.
You got no goals, so that's why you get no opinion.
This is boring.
We're gonna help you out. We're gonna give you a goal, okay? Outline the action plan for them. Give Rudy an action plan, Colette.
Action plan?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Yeah, so because the goals are often long-term and abstract by nature, and that's what Baby Eiffel was talking about, it can be helpful to break them down into simpler steps that demonstrate ongoing progress. So, it's, for example, as she said, sometimes external things happen, then stop, see how far you got in your goal, write that down, and then see what you have to do next. And whatever the issue is in that moment, deal with the problem, but find a tool that can best support you. And, continue efforts towards little goals and feel easier than a bigger goal, because you consistently reach a milestone, and that way you can celebrate your win, your small win. To make an action plan, try being creative. You can do the goal. You ever seen a goal ladder?
Yes, I have. I have.
So you draw a ladder, and then you write on each step what you would like to accomplish, and then the long-term one is always at the top. That's always a good one to do. What's going on here?
I've seen it on Instagram, like
sometimes. Blue Chew. Oh God, I don't know what they're talking about. Between Victor and Rudy, they are their own. They're on their own goal setting over there.
Yeah.
And then make a to-do list. That's always a good thing to do. It's helpful to do that. Yeah. Actively check it. I love checking boxes. That's my thing. I
Oh
love
yeah.
it. And I love when I can check the box and cross it out too, because how I do mine is that when I check the box, it's done, but that
Mm-hmm.
means something else could possibly happen to disrupt it. But when I check the box and cross it out, I know it's done, it's finished.
Right.
I'm not going to read what they're saying. So baby Eiffel said like Maslow's self-actualization. Yes, 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 just like that, Maslow. And you know, when you start adding due dates to that ladder, that is so exciting. For me, it's really exciting because now you can track back and look at when you started, how long it took you to achieve that goal. And next time you have something similar, you will see, maybe challenge yourself and say, can I do it in a shorter time? Um, Yo, man needs to tie. I am not going to read that one. We don't want to get kicked off of YouTube. They're trying to get us kicked off. That's their goal.
Yes. We're getting
Okay.
close to time.
Yes, we're getting close to the time. But let's do number 5. We're going to do the next 3 real quickly, which is to set the timeline, identify the potential obstacles, and to find an accountable partner. Find a great supporter. I have a great supporter. I have great supporters. And you guys, yes, I'm ignoring you, Victor. And all of you guys here in the chat that always come here, are regulars, and always motivate us and keep us going. So yes, an accountable partner. My guy, he likes to call it. He likes to say, "I keep you honest." He likes to say that, and that's kind of like, a check-in to, are you doing it? Maybe it's a kind of like a support, but at the same time a realistic view of what's really happening in the moment, and reflect and adjust your goals if you need to, and that's where things happen beyond your control, for example. But yeah, what do you think about that?
Pretty cool. Yeah, I think these are very motivational, good tips to keep in mind to set goals for this year. The
Yeah.
year is still
Well,
going
let's go
on.
back through them from 1 to 8. You want to
Okay.
list them out?
All right.
So visualize success.
Yep, that's number 1. Number
Yep.
2 is the SMART goals.
Yep.
Write down
Simple.
your goals.
Yep.
Outline your action plan. Set a timeline.
Yep.
Identify potential obstacles. Find an accountability partner.
Yep. And reflect and adjust.
Correct.
Okay. And this everything I said so far is left to interpretations. Nasty mind wanna. We are not interpreting anything. We know exactly what's up with you. So I'm going to try the impossible and try to share my screen because we want to look at some products, some new stuff that's coming up we're in spring, so some new products are on the market. So let's see if I can share my screen without causing a whole bunch of ruckus here. Yeah, I think it's this one.
That one.
Okay. All right. I think I did a good job. What do you think?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So now I just gotta find the screen. Okay. So we were looking at some products that are coming out for the springtime, and we wanted to just kind of see what you think about these particular products. Colette, you're gonna have to start out while I adjust myself here.
Okay, so this is another, I guess, gadget or something that you can use to help with breathing. So a guided visual breathing partner you can use for meditation and to calm yourself in a better mindset for sleep. This is designed to guide you through either popular 4, 7, 8, or 5. So I don't know if you guys know the counting method. So it basically reduces stress and anxiety using colors that fade in and out softly as cues.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I I like this one. I really do.
I like that one too.
Yeah, I think it really does work well for a lot of people.
Hmm.
And it's something that it's something a lot of people use their sight to um, to learn quicker. Some people are hearing, some people are touch or whatever, but this is right away an automatic way of getting yourself calming, using those breaths, and just following a guided instructor without having an instructor. So I
Right.
like that one.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Uh,
Oops, sorry.
yeah, right.
It's
It's
the
right
weekly
there.
pill organizer. Some people
Yeah.
need that.
Yeah. How many of you in the chat do you have one? A weekly pill organizer. So like for
Yeah.
vitamins, some people have like they have their vitamins that
Rudy,
they
when's the
take
last time
there.
you actually took a vitamin?
Oh, for me?
No, Rudy. I don't think he takes vitamins.
Rudy. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yes, for those people, aka Rudy and Victor, that don't remember to take their vitamins, this is an easy pill organizer. You don't have to do all that. You know what? Most of the time, you have to flip it up and remember the dates and whatever and all that stuff. This one is
Right.
an easy design, push through silicone lids, easy organized pills beginning from the week. He said, "Have it in a while." Well, you need to take your vitamins, sir. You're not a spring
Yeah.
chicken.
And I feel like an organizer, you can just take it and go. Just take it and then you can go to
Yeah.
work,
Mhm.
go to school, whatever, and just
Exactly.
have
And then you can take one. You don't have to take the whole thing with you. Victor
right.
said, when I remember, Rudy said, I definitely have to get some. Yes, you do. Amazon it, man. Amazon. I forget to
Yeah.
organize it and then I forget to take it. He go, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is why this one works, and this is why it's such a good,
Hmm.
an easy thing for people to remember. It doesn't take that much to do. Easy. You can put it in your pocket. You can put it in your bag and go with it. A trick that you can use with this one when it comes to remembering, Victor, because you just said that you forget to do it and you forget to take it. So put the vitamins in a place that you always frequent and one of those tubes and fill it at night when you're brushing your teeth and put it right in your bag immediately. Don't wait for the morning. You're going to forget it. Right?
Yeah.
So number 3.
Number
Whoops.
3.
Yeah, that's that pad. We saw this on the
Yes.
pad for encouraging daily plan sheets. Rudy, you need to get one. Yes, he does. He said, I'm not
Mhm.
buying anything from Amazon. Okay, don't buy from Amazon. Go to the drugstore and get yourself some vitamins, sir. Okay? Especially at our age, we got to be making sure we take those vitamins, vitamin B. The most important vitamins to me when it comes to restoring energy as well as daily intake, that vitamin D, vitamin B, and vitamin B, vitamin D, vitamin C, and of course that iron pill at night, right before your dinner. I do eat my dinner. What did he say?
Speak for
Speak for-
yourself.
Okay, Rudy. This is your.
Petra says, Rudy, you need to get one.
Yeah, he does. And the thing is, Rudy, this is your. This you said you had no goals. You have no goals. This is your new goal. Get some vitamins.
Yeah.
He said, "Old lady, LOL." Colette, look at what Victor said.
Yeah, I see. Oh my goodness.
Yes, let's go on to the pad for encouraging daily planning sheets.
Yes. Yeah, this is really helpful.
It
Daily
is.
planner sheets. You can fill out throughout the day. Keep track of your appointments, the priorities that you have,
Yeah,
and you tear it off each sheet.
yeah,
So instead of lugging the whole planner around with you, you
yeah.
know,
And you know what
so
I
you
like
write
to
it
add to
down.
those is some kind words to myself.
Oh
Yeah, add
yes,
some
yes.
kind because we are so hard on ourselves. Add some kind words to that sheet, and you put it in your
Mhm.
pocket. And when you're feeling, I used to tell when I used to facilitate this particular group of women, I used to bring them a small chalkboard, a really tiny chalkboard with a peg on it, a little hook, And so I would get them to write whatever they would love to be, their motivation, whatever their passion is or their purpose. Write it down. If you don't know your purpose, something you want to accomplish, okay? And I'll get them to write that one word or one thing or one characteristic or whatever. And I'll ask them to keep it in their pockets. And when the days get tough or to get difficult, take it out and take a look at it and smile. Because sometimes you need a little note from yourself to remember how amazing you are. You know? And that you're going to have bad days. Petra, I need some magnesium. I love to be a menace to this podcast. Yes, we know. That's your goal. Goal accomplished. Thank you. Let's go to the next one. I think that was it. Yeah, I think that was it.
Yeah.
So those are the three. Yeah, those are the three that we had selected. There was one more. I was wrong. But anyways, yeah. Of the three, my favorite is this one. I really do love this.
The breathing?
It is so good. A lot of people do not know how to breathe, okay? And yes, because I want to say before Victor says it, or Rudy, yes, we all breathe naturally. However, deep breathing, we all don't know how to deep breathe, okay? And so this not only trains you how to do it, but it creates that mindset that slows you down and appreciate the breath. And I've had situations where deep breathing has calmed down my anxiety, as well as in that moment, whatever I was going through, it allowed me to just take a moment. I see a lot of going on in the chat. Let's see here. Fix her up, Victor. And Victor said, how many people watching? Let's see. We don't get to see until the end, Victor. When we log out, we'll know how many people are actually watching. And this is what happens to a lot of us, is that we only have a certain people that are active. So the ones that are active in the chat will show, but when we finish the show, we get to see how many people are actually watching. And it's pretty amazing to see how many people are actually in the live. But anyways, back to this. It's a small business. I want you guys to support it. I think that this will be a great guide to teaching that deep breathing. Have you ever tried the deep breathing exercises, Colette?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. I'm going to try it. Let's try it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Want to do it right now? Let's do it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't know how to do it, and it's to all you lurkers in charge for hallway. Oh, for all you loiterers in charge for hallway loitering. He's going to charge for hallway loitering. Okay. So let's do a deep breathe. Okay. This is how it's done. So first you're going to sit up in your chair. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to put your feet on the floor. Make sure they're based. Make sure your hands are either at your side or on your lap.
Okay.
And then you're going to inhale from your diaphragm all the way in and hold it. Ready?
Okay.
Breathe in. Out. You gotta open your mouth when you breathe in. Yes. So that's what happens. That is perfect. Okay? Because that's what happens. What happens is people go like this.
Yeah.
I'm breathing. No, you're not. You gotta breathe.
Oh, baby, I posted something. She has a comment.
She said, I did the deep breathing and it does help. Yes, it does. I noticed that I react differently to some colors. Yellows, it's negative. Yep.
Oh.
Victor says, I see orange. He sees orange. Well, you're not opening your mouth, Victor, if you're seeing orange, okay? So when you do this again, we're going to breathe in from the diaphragm. Okay. And you're going to hold it in, and you're going to, have your mouth closed. You're breathing in through your nose. You're bringing that ear, that nice fresh breath into your lungs. And then when you breathe out, you're going to release it and open your mouth. You can even make a noise if you want to, okay? Let's try it one more time. So we're going to breathe in.
Okay.
And your body should relax when you do that. See that? And you try it again. And normally I do it 5 times. So you breathe in.
Okay.
You're not breathing.
No, I am.
You have to let it out. I don't hear the breath. I don't hear it.
Oh.
Let's do it again. Breathe, and when you breathe in, I want to hear them. And when you breathe out, I want to hear. Okay? So breathe in.
Okay. I'm sorry. Oh my god.
Okay, let's try. Let's try it one more time, okay?
Okay.
Okay, breathe in. Ready? All right, breathe in.
Yeah.
You're hilarious. What kind of what kind of freaky show is this? Or Victor called you a shallow breather. Okay, let's try it one last time. Let's try it one time. So what are you gonna do? Okay, you're gonna relax your body. Relax. Shake your shoulders out. Relax. Okay. Put your hands on. Put your hands on your lap, and just let your shoulders drop. Let them drop. Okay. Okay. So breathe in.
This is why I couldn't do yoga. This is why yoga wasn't for me. I just couldn't take it seriously. Like, I cannot. I just suck.
Oh my god, I can't. Victor says deep breathe right before the vitamin. Rudy said, "You look." He went. You like a lot of deep breathing. I see.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. Well, anyways, I think you should purchase this. This will help you.
Oh my gosh.
And,
yeah, you know what? Yeah, it might actually help.
Yeah, it does.
It's so hard. Like, I don't know. I think it's my mind's not focused.
Your mind is too focused.
Yeah, or maybe that. Okay.
Yeah, it's too focused. You need to let everything go. Close your eyes if you know you're gonna be distracted. Close your eyes. Have music, soft music, or rain or something in the background, or nothing at all, and just sit down. Close your eyes. Let your body fall into the chair and let it hold you. And then you come up, and then you just breathe in. And then let it sink back into the seat and let the seat carry you, and let the seat take the pressure instead of you carrying pressure for a minute. Yeah. He said, I can't meditate. Hardest thing for me to do. And a lot of people don't know how to meditate, and they find it very difficult. And you got to find something or some place that feels secure for you. It calms you. The restroom. You can meditate in the restroom. I used to do that. I used to go into my my bathroom and sit down on the toilet and meditate. And how I do that would be, I'm not, you're not taking a number 2. No, you're sitting. You're closing the lid because it's a peaceful place for you. And I just sat there, and I would turn off the lights, and then I had a little lantern, and I would turn on that lantern and just look at the lantern. I look away from the light. Don't stare at the light now. Just look away at the shadow, and just think about just my calmness. I just need to be calm for a minute, and just relax and let everything go. And just for 1 hour, I'm not going to have to save anybody or save anything or do anything. I just need to sit still. And if And things are going to rush into your mind. In the beginning, a lot of things are going to rush into your mind. And it's okay. You can't punish yourself for it because that's what you're trained to do. You're trained in this capitalistic world that we live in to always want to do. But just for an hour, be kind to yourself and say, it's okay, I don't have to do anything. And after a while, the more and more you do that, you give yourself that hour or half an hour or 10 minutes or 15 minutes, the more and more you do that to yourself every day, you will train yourself because our brain likes to be trained. You'll train yourself how to give yourself time. And in that time, you have meditated. So yeah.
Okay. That's good tip.
Yeah. That's how I started. Anyways, thank you guys so much for coming through tonight. Victor, Rudy, Baby Eiffel, Petra, Alex, thank you all for supporting us, and all those who are not saying anything but are sitting in the chat. Thank you for the more hearts. We look forward to doing this again live next week. We're going to do the live YouTube. I love that. That's so fun and interactive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're gonna do that. I'll bring you into the room, Colette, with me, and we'll do a really good, fun time. We'll have something that Victor and Rudy can comment on even more. Okay. But until then, we thank you so much. Let me just stop sharing my screen here. There we go. Okay. So what did he say?
Breathing.
He said
Deep breathing.
Deep breathing next week. No deep breathing next week. Okay. you want to learn what we can do? We can teach you how to meditate next week. Yeah, not this boring. Oh God.
It wasn't boring, Rudy.
It's boring to Rudy because he's not taking his vitamins, and you need to go.
Yeah.
Make that a goal. Put that in your SMART goals. Anyways, we love you guys all. Thank you so much for coming through. And with that, we say good night and adieu to everyone. We'll catch you here next week live on Embrace Your Edges. You can catch us on Spotify and YouTube, and also hit us up on Instagram. Colette, it's always a pleasure. Thank you so much. Baby Eiffel, she says T. That means thank you. And Rudy says, put some pictures up too. Good I go always. What pictures? What pictures do you want? What are you talking about? Pictures. What are you talking about, Rudy? What photos do you want us to put up? I don't know what he's talking about. I have no clue. We'll find out. Anyways. Thanks, Baby Eiffel said good topic. Thank you so much. Good night, everyone. Have a blessed night. Love you guys. Bye. We gotta get our theme music back. That's what we gotta do.
Yeah.